And I'm enabling full self-driving now. So I wanted to record today is the 24th of July, 2023. I wanted to record a new video for you guys. I haven't recorded a full self-driving video in a while. Full self-driving has been doing a really good job. I've gotten really used to it driving me around, especially to and from work. Go ahead. I think this version 11.3.6 has been very confident. The only issue I've been having with it is false slowdowns at the most inopportune time. But other than the false slowdowns, I think it's doing a great job. I've been more active on Twitter lately. I will be posting this video both on Twitter and YouTube for the followers. So I just started this YouTube channel a few months ago to record my full self-driving beta experience and to record the improvements that the vehicle is making. So here we need to pick up speed just a little bit. Currently, I'm 9 months away from graduating with my undergrad in computer science. I'll hold for the round of applause. And then I plan on pursuing a master's degree after that. Who knows, one of the schools that I get into in Boston. Fingers crossed. We'll see. So I'm really looking forward to the next version of full self-driving beta that's supposed to come out. I think right now we're on version 11.4.5 if I'm not mistaken, or .7 might be out. It's still in testing right now, and hopefully we get it here in the Northeast. They did skip a few versions. For some reason, the software version I'm on, I've been stuck on for a while. I'm really looking forward to them working on parking lots and adding in additional capabilities. I actually just watched a video on YouTube where Elon had tweeted something regarding maybe an LLM coming to Teslas sometime in the future. Since the last video I've made, Elon Musk has started a new AI company called X.AI. And they're supposedly going to try to build a AGI in a truth-seeking manner, whatever that means. So right now I just noticed we were low on charge. We'll be navigating to the closest supercharger, topping off, and then we'll continue on with the drive from there. This version I found is really good on the highway and even better at driving at night. It's not perfect at night yet. It still has some slowdowns, especially around tight turns. But they're really figuring this thing out. I think they're onto something. So this person in front of us here is going a bit too slow for my liking. Let's see if we can pass them. 60 and a 65. I usually like to have my speed set at 80 to keep up with traffic. So I think Tesla is about 90% of the way there when it comes to full self-driving on the highway, especially with the latest updates and iterations that they've been making to version 11. They've definitely got this full stack thing to the point where it's been probably 2 months with this version, and I've completely forgotten the prior autopilot stack that they had, which is still available in the settings, by the way. You're still able to go in and just use that old stack if you want on the highway by just disabling the auto steer full self-driving feature in the settings. I think one of the things I look forward to the most is seeing the progress of this system, the full self-driving. Since the last video I've made, there has been some talks and rumors. Elon Musk himself has confirmed that they plan on licensing this technology to other OEMs and automakers. So I think in the not too distant future, we might be seeing full self-driving roll out to Ford, GM, you know, anyone else who doesn't have the capabilities of creating this technology. We might see this in the hands of other automakers. And that's an exciting future to be a part of. Things are changing fast, real fast. But we should be exiting here in about 2 minutes. Arriving in 2 minutes. This is our exit right here. So far, no complaints. I've had to take over 0 times. The car is really used to going on these routes, so I haven't had any issues. One thing I will say about this version 11.3.6 though is that this version is lacking in the lane selection category. So when it comes to lane selection, when the vehicle it's just not picking up the lanes as well as I would like it to. Beautiful turn. Perfect. Now I would get into this lane before the light. We do need to get into the right lane in order to reach our destination. Once we pass this car, I would signal and then get into the right lane. Go ahead. And it's gonna miss our destination. So I'm going to have to disengage. This is our first disengagement. We should have gotten in the right lane. This is the supercharger in Freetown, Massachusetts. Let's have FSD take us to Fall River. It's gonna try to make that left here. That's not really where I like to go. I like to have back on the highway, so we're gonna go this way. I do have a crack in the windshield right now, which sometimes will reflect on the sunlight, causing FSD Beta to go nuts and wipe the windshield when it's unnecessary. Currently, there is no way in this version to disable the automatic wipers while you're in autopilot. But hopefully they figure out a way to make that stop. The windshield is fine. It doesn't need cleaning or wiping, it's just cracked. So I don't like that the car comes to a complete stop here at this intersection. It did need me to nudge it forward with the accelerator push. But now we're into the on-ramp and we're headed back onto the highway. Now there is a delay here at this particular spot where the set speed is not yet where it needs to be. But I don't think that's too much of a problem. A couple more updates and I'm sure they'll figure it out. We have about 10 minutes till our exit, at which point I'll show you where the car struggles a little bit with lane selection upon exiting the highway. So I do use FSD every day. FSD Beta takes me home from work and drives me to work in the morning. A few more refinements and I don't think I'll need to drive ever again. But I don't think that this technology is understood by the masses yet. Just like no one is using ChatGPT outside of school in work settings quite yet. Or by no one, I mean not a large group of people in the United States. Your average driver is not fully aware of full self-driving and its capabilities yet. But as this technology gets rolled out to other automakers, I think it's going to become ubiquitous. I think it's going to be as ubiquitous as Apple CarPlay. Today, I don't think your average buyer would walk into a dealership and purchase a vehicle that did not include Apple CarPlay, and I think that's what full self-driving beta is about to. So if you observe in this version that the car does favor the left side of the lane when driving next to semi-trucks or large trucks, and then it recenters afterwards. Another thing I really do like about this beta version is that this particular version is actually pretty assertive around other vehicles, and I like that. And one of the changes that they made in this version that I quite don't mind is that the time in between the nag in which you have to put your hand on the wheel to let the car know that you're still paying attention, the time has been increased in between those periods, giving you a break. As long as your eyes are on the road and the driver monitoring system sees that your eyes are on the road, then the time in between putting your hands on the wheel to let the car know that you're there is not as much. at this car in front of us. It's doing a good job of merging on. Today was good. I did notice that it did fail to signal while merging onto the highway. This version does need some work when signaling to merge onto, especially the zipper merge. That's something that will need improvement in further refinement with the next version. Now, if you have any questions regarding Full Self-Driving Beta or version 11.3.6, feel free to comment down below. This is a growing YouTube channel. We are growing a channel. Feel free to like and subscribe. Go ahead and head over to Twitter, or what Elon Musk is calling X now, and give me a follow there to grow the channel. I'm going to continue to cover the latest updates of Full Self-Driving Beta and any developments in the autonomous vehicle space that you guys want to see or hear about. If you can think of any questions regarding Full Self-Driving Beta, please put them down below, and I may do an episode where I go and read the questions and take my time to answer them for you all. The light's green. I do want to try to make this light. We shouldn't be slowing down. Ugh. So the car slowed down so much at this light that we missed it when we could have made it, but because it was tracking that car there that's at the end, it wasn't this. And again, this is where lane selection comes in. That lane where that vehicle is stuck in that corner there is the turning lane. Then that's the turning lane to get onto the highway. That's not the lane that we need. So we could have still made this light and made the left turn past. But we'll be patient. We'll see if we can get around here when the light turns green. I notice when there is a vehicle sticking out, the Tesla refuses to go around that vehicle. A normal driver would go around that tail ending vehicle and then try to, because it can't see the other two lanes past that vehicle that's there. We'll see what it decides to do when this light turns green here. I may need to take over, but we'll see. All right, light's green. We can proceed through the intersection. I am stepping on the accelerator, and I have to disengage in order to go around this vehicle. FSD did not want to do that. So that's something I really want to see improvement in, is lane selection. If the car should know with the map data that there's 3 lanes, and the 2 lanes that we need to continue our destination is there behind that hidden vehicle. So when the light turns green, the vehicle shouldn't just be waiting there to try to turn into the wrong lane and get onto the highway. Lane selection, lane selection, lane selection. I'm going to keep saying it until they come out with a version that completely understands the lanes, but that's such a minor issue. It's a huge issue when you're driving, when you're experiencing Full Self-Driving Beta, but it's not that big of an issue if you think about some of the technical problems that they've had to solve. The car did a good job of slowing down. Oh my God. For a bump in the road, how beautiful. The car purposely slowed down through the dip in the road. This is one of the areas where the Tesla has been having a lot of false slowdowns right here around this intersection. Whether it be false slowdown or it's slowing down too early or too abruptly, they need to do something about that. Also, I don't like how when you're close to your destination and you disengage, you don't have the opportunity to send in a voice note when the vehicle makes a mistake. Sometimes it makes a mistake right when you're about to get to your destination and you disengage and you don't have the option in sending in your feedback. And that's something I'd like to see them work on, is allowing the user or us beta testers to send in quite a bit more feedback. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you again next time in the next full self-driving video. Stay tuned.